Lumos.
I keep popping Lumos. I can't see a thing.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos.
All books and no play make one quite dull indeed.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos.
I'll give you a moment to collect. If you can. Ta-ta for now!
Lumos.
I simply adore this blooming place. Don't you? You know, foliage, like most
Revelio.
living things, won't survive for long in the darkness.
I'm not big killing spiders. This shit ain't nothing. Fucking go this way, fuck.
Lumos. Lumos.
Oh, I'm afraid of the dark. Does it worry you that I can see you, but you can't see me? It should.
Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos.
I offer you a seat, but I'm rearranging the furniture. Plus, don't want you getting too comfortable.
Lumos.
What do
Lumos. Lumos. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos.
Two lanterns to open the main door of the bathroom. The paths to the right and to the left what you see. You can approach them in any order. So it is. Cause you don't complete the bridge and the
Revelio.
I don't know where to go.
Lumos. Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos.
Open the door.
Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Incendio. Confringo.
So don't go this way. Keep on this way. I want to jump here. Go this. So ain't that door.
Lumos.
Run back through here. And then
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Where they from? I'm gonna complete this shit, put this shit out.
Revelio.
See? Revelio not even working. And if once you get to the
Incendio. Lumos.
no trust me.
Reparo.
Now that bitch on the open.
Lumos.
Ah, worthy playmate. Well done.
Incendio. Glacius. Bombardo. Defendo. Crucio. Imperio. Confringo. Protego. Stupid one. Crucio. Stupid one. Stupid one. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Protego. Crucio. Lumos.
Okay, I guess I came out of here.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos.
Hey, miss. Don't stop the bridge.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos.
What's this? A game within a game? Ooh, knight to H3. Nighty night.
That was the wrong square. I wonder if the chess pieces on the board indicate where I can't go. What? Perhaps I can find a way to reveal the path. Revelio. That wasn't too difficult.
Oh, goodness. I do hope you're having as much fun as me. I think I'll keep you around a bit longer.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos.
This again, bro.
Time to raise the stakes, so to speak. Where shall I begin?
Where do you
Incendio.
take it slow?
That's just but See you in a bit.
I still have to read that shit.
Lumos.
Oh, this was in that little fucking chest I went down.
Aha! Finally! You, my inordinately clever friend, appear to have traversed this seemingly never-ending dungeon relatively unscathed. And now I suppose you'll want to go. Everyone leaves me, usually in a straitjacket, never to return. I'm starting to take it personally. I'm tired of having no one to play with. Ooh. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. If you can match wits with me now and agree to give me unfettered access to the shop for, say, 1 day a month to have a little fun, I'll sign a contract. Pursuant to which, let me see, I will blah, 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 blah. Oh, yes, leave you and your customers alone at all other times, etc., etc. You get to shop, I get my chaos. Sound acceptable? Excellent! Let the games begin!
Lumos. Incendio. Protector. Stupid. Incendio. Imperial. Crucible. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Glacius. Accurat. Devolver. Incendio.
These transformations are flawless. Here. Over here. I gotta go. Two. Something like that.
Leviosa! Arresto momentum! Defender! Bombard!
Just once, try seeing things from my point of view.
Bombarder! Someone deserving of the playground I so meticulously crafted. Such a treat to have fun again in my little dungeon. I wouldn't call it fun, really.
Wouldn't you? To each their own, I suppose.
So, about the contract.
I am a poltergeist of my word.
Just to be clear, what does this agreement entail? Specifically.
Pay attention. You guarantee that I can have my fun at least one day each month without fuss. I let you work the rest of the time, mostly in peace.
Why would you enter into such an agreement?
Much as I love banging about the place, it's no comparison to seeing customers' faces when I bonk them on the heads with a chocolate frog. One doesn't really understand the value of an audience until one is without it.
Very well. I shall agree to your contract with one small addendum.
Hooray! No more of this unsatisfying banging about all day in a pitiful void. Wait, did you say one small addendum?
I did. In order that I have a successful shop with lots of customers, would you agree to causing chaos only after 9 o'clock in the evening?
Would you agree to at least 2 days a month instead of one?
I would.
Pleasure doing business with you. You've worn me out. Well done. I have a feeling about you.
Bitch ass, nigga. Completed your shit.
I have to admit, Cassandra did a wonderful job finding the puppet's playmate.
Revelio.
Finally, I can get back to school, man.
Hello, Penny.
Penny, so glad you're back.
You knew exactly where I was going when I entered that chest.
Penny was beginning to think yet another shopkeeper was going to end up in St. Mungo's.
Another shopkeeper, St. Mungo's. I think you should explain, Penny. Penny, please stop holding your breath. Tell me what's going on.
Oh, please forgive Penny. Penny is forbidden from telling you anything.
But how can you be forbidden from telling me what's going on? I purchased this shop.
Penny is confused. Penny thought that if you came back, you would own the shop.
You should have told me the truth and punished yourself as necessary. I need to go and find Officer Singer.
Penny is so sorry. Penny wanted to tell you everything. Truly. Surely Officer Singer will know what to do. Penny will wait right here.
Why are we going to the police for? Fuck yeah, I got skin out of a bitch.
Revelio. Officer Singer, I have some information you might be interested in.
Ah, good to see you again. What can I do for you?
Cassandra Mason sold me her shop and then tried to drive me mad in a haunted dungeon.
Cassandra Mason sold you her shop.
I am perfectly capable of owning a shop. But more importantly, did you not hear the bit about the dungeon?
No, I heard that bit too.
And, according to the house elf that came with the shop, she has done this sort of thing before. Repeatedly.
I wondered what was going on. She seems to have had a great deal of trouble keeping a tenant in that shop. In any event, these are serious accusations indeed. Perhaps a little visit with Cassandra is in order to clear this all up. Shall we?
Oh, hello, Ruth. I see you've met my new tenant.
Cassandra, it's my understanding that you sold your shop and your elf to this student. Now, they've been telling me some very interesting stories about your business practices. Perhaps you should come with me.
Stop her! What on earth are they teaching you at school these days? I should have known better than to do business with a wily student.
Potato! Incendio! Arresto momentum. Levioso. Lumos. Incendio.
What on earth are they teaching you at that school these days?
Incendio. Glacius. Revelio. Protego. Revelio. Stupefy. Glacius. Incendio. Accurate. Flipendo. Arresto momentum. Leviosa. Defender.
I'm disappointed in you, Cassandra. Incarcerate!
You don't know what you're doing!
Don't I? I always wondered why you couldn't seem to keep a tenant in that shop of yours. I must admit, the notion of a haunted dungeon never crossed my mind. Thanks for this. You can head back to the shop. Check on that house elf of yours, she's probably terrified.
Phony little traitor yourself! I should have known it was...
Silencio. And not to worry. Cassandra will immediately file the paperwork needed to grant you ownership of both the shop and the elf. On her way to Azkaban.
Thank you, Officer Singer.
Best of luck to you as the newest shop owner in Hogsmeade.
Penny, I have what I hope will be good news. Officer Singer confirmed that ownership of the shop is now transferred to me.
Oh, well, that is good news. Penny is so relieved. Penny had the most difficult time keeping the truth from you. Penny promises to work as hard as she can for such a kind new owner.
I look forward to working with you.
All that's left is for you to choose a sign for your new shop, and Penny will take care of the rest.
I choose Stitches and Drafts.
Excellent choice. Have a look outside.
Thank you. I shall work on collecting items for the shop's inventory. Oh, and Penny, we'll be closing the shop by 9 o'clock every night.
Oh, perhaps today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you? Oh, Penny will fetch a good price for what you'd like to sell. Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Revelio.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrax, so you will likely find him there.
Very well. I'll speak with them.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you... Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move in.
Faster, High Wing! High Wing! Go! Slow down now. There we go. Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why didn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you.
Now, what are Dibble words, Gladrags? I should check that.
Please tell me you didn't take
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed a forgery. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
This
We'll
man
hurry
got
off before
mission
Mr. Hill
type
returns.
shit.
Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Goodness Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprised Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. How to find Natty.
The world's most famous porn star is a hardcore sexual predator. This is the twisted story of Ron Jeremy, and make sure you didn't eat before watching this TikTok because you're gonna gag. So early on in life, Ron Jeremy was a teacher, and then he tried to act on Broadway and failed. And at one point, his then-girlfriend submitted a photo of Jeremy to the adult magazine Playgirl. And from that point on, Jeremy sprang into the adult industry, and that's what he became known for throughout the rest of his life. So Ron Jeremy is currently listed in the Guinness Book of World Records for the most adult video performances. He has appeared in over 2,000 porn films. And he's also the celebrity who's been in shows. A lot of people know who Ron Jeremy is. The downfall of Ron Jeremy really started in the year 2017. In that year, he was banned from a major convention that happened across all of America because apparently he was touching, groping, feeling, inserting himself into the people who were attending the convention, asking for pictures. Obviously, this was a disgusting pattern of behavior that emerged, but it got even worse when in 2020, he was charged with 4 counts of SA in Los Angeles. Apparently, he had SA'd a woman at a home in 2014, he had assaulted a woman in a bar in 2017, and then he was
It's not like
accused
Natty
of
to be late.
assaulting another woman.
She said she was going to the Hog's Head.
So
Perhaps I'll
initially,
find her
just like
there.
predators always do, he claimed that he was fully innocent, but as the details behind this case came out, it got so much more disturbing. So 3 days after Ron Jeremy was initially charged, prosecutors came forward and said they had an additional 25 allegations that they would be adding. 6 women from the adult film industry had came forward and said that Ron Jeremy had essayed
No
them.
need to race now, my friend.
Then the next month, 30 more allegations were made about his appearances at these conventions, on the sets of films, and in houses all over Los Angeles. Then, in the next month, August of the same year, the charges got even worse. He was charged with forcible penetration by a foreign object, things like sodomy, and these charges stem from
Natty must
12
be around here
different
somewhere.
women, ages 15 to 54 years old, who claim that these things happened from the years 2000 to
Revelio.
2021. And yes, these charges then made Ron Jeremy a pedophile. So eventually, on August 25th, 2021, he was indicted on 30 counts of SA.
Natty's
21
wrong.
different women testified
She can
against
cast
him.
without it.
Eventually, though, after a lengthy
She wanted
legal
me to find
proceedings
this.
that lasted years, Ron
She's in
Jeremy was
trouble.
found mentally
Revelio will show me where she was taken.
And in February of this year, he was committed to a mental health facility in California. Apparently, he's going to be at this facility for up to 2 years.
Get what's coming to them.
What the situation is going to be, but yeah, this is a really just disgusting story, and there's so
Ratty must have been taken this way.
probably so many more that will never come forward. The wor-
I'm lucky.
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accurate! Accurate! The hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio!
It's option. I've got you.
Revelio! I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
This one.
Revelio.
He wants them alive. Just keep an eye out.
Ministry.
I hear you.
Whoever you are.
Bombarda.
Big guy.
Just warming
Might want to look up.
Expelliarmus. Revelio. Revelio. There's nobody here. The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back. Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio.
Worship below me.
Hey. We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives. My skills are...
I ain't allowed back in Glad Rags on account of...
Try not to make this too easy for me. Face me.
Revelio. He must be here somewhere. Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to send me. It must be yours.
Revelio. Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there. Mr. Rabe's wand! He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Now, you better...
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay. I understand. Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe.
The troll dispatcher.
Isker Raid told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife, Miss Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle it.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
How you do that, bro? Last quest potion. Excellent.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon, after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.